Hello and welcome to C23. I'm Brad, or Cobra23986 as you all know, and as you can see I'm wearing a new skin pack. Now this one's called Player out of Skin Pack 2 and it's really cool and you should check it out, they've got some nice stuff in there. But we're not here to talk about the skin packs, we're here to talk about Easttown and how it's coming along. Now in the last video you may remember that we were talking about the topside town where we are now and how it's not actually a town itself, it's a covered town because these are dwarves. And so they don't like to be disturbed, so they kind of like built this massive underground city and it's going to actually rival Northtown. Now when we started this, we didn't actually realise how much TNT it would take to blow this thing out. You know, we had an idea, but nothing to what it actually came out to be. You know, we've only got like a third through it. But we put a few buildings down so we can actually lay out the area, know what we're doing. And as you can see, this was once a corridor, if you remember from the last video, and now look at it, it's just like one gaping hole into oblivion. Now let's go and see about one of the viewpoints, and you can see how much we pushed it back. Now look at that view, we've actually just pushed it back a hell of a ton, and that's taken a hell of a lot of TNT to do, and we've still got 2/3 to do. Now as you can see, it just goes far back down that alleyway, that kind of like cut into the rock, and it's going to keep on pushing back. And we actually found that we had a lot of water and lava in this, which caused a few problems when blowing up TNT. As you can imagine, we died a hell of a lot, and so what we had to do is we're sorting out all the lava and the water so we can actually just blow it out a bit easier. So we just push it back more, and we put a few buildings down so we can actually get a layout, because we got to put the streets in, the lights, you know, the alleyways, all the dark areas, so it's kind of gives that a bit more atmosphere, doesn't it? But anyway, oh, there's our bedroom where we can actually just like work, and when we die we just like spawn near it. But anyway, this building we're in now is actually going to be like an observation area, so you can actually get your bearings. So once you've done the quests on the top side of the town to gain access to this underground city, you know, it'll give you your first quest, and also you can actually get your bearings from this observational area. So you'll look out here and bang, you'll see a city, and what you're going to see is an actual kind of like spire. And the reason why is because in the middle of the city we're going to have like the tallest skyscraper building, and then it's going to kind of like slowly come down with all these other buildings that are just like a little bit smaller as they go further out. And that's kind of like that white building that you saw was kind of like a like the smallest, well not the smallest, but like the second to smallest. All the buildings around the outside would be the smallest. But yeah, we got the observation building there. We just put a few down just to map it out, because we can't build too many, otherwise we'll start blowing them up when we try and push this back even further. But you can just see the sheer amount of space. We've had to protect a few spawners with obsidian blocks to stop blowing them up, obviously, because we're going to need them. Because even though this city is going to be dark, it's going to be gloomy, you know, we want it to be tougher than all the other kind of like towns that we had, because this city is going to be gloomy, it's going to be dark, and it's going to allow everything to spawn anywhere you can imagine, you know. So you're going to have to fight your way through every time to kind of like complete this quest. Of course there's going to be safe areas for you, so don't worry, we're not going to actually just going to like throw you, here's a dark room and there's a bed and see if you can survive sort of thing. No, it's not going to be like that. You're going to be able to enjoy this, and there will be save points and save points so that you can actually get to areas and kind of like health up and get all your weaponry ready, you know, redo yourself so you can continue on with your mission to find out what's gone wrong with this world. But yeah, you can see how far you actually can push it back, and this was the original cutout of what we did, and it's just like we've still got lava everywhere. That was the biggest problem that we had with this map, because oh bloody hell, that was close. As you can see, even when the block is like covering lava, if it's only one block away, it doesn't matter, it will still blow your TNT sky high. And we found that you know, we got a nasty surprise, you can imagine, as we were just like tunneling down. We think, yep, you know, we're lava free, and what actually happened, you can imagine. The TNT set off as we were building it up, and poof, there goes all of us, and there goes all our stuff. And because we used to, what we used to do is we kind of like used to build these massive blockades of dynamite and actually just set them off all at once. And yeah, of course, because we're all in the same area, it used to kill all of us. So we've all taken separate little parts of this, and so we're actually just pushing it back even further. But it is going to be a challenge. But it's actually going to come along quite fine, and you know, I'm actually looking forward to how this thing would turn out once we're all done, because once we've done the cutout, we got to then lay out the city, and then once that's completely done and we've furnished all the buildings so it looks nice, we're going to actually have to topsoil over where the holes are at the top, to give it that look of how it was before, because we don't want people falling down it, because, well, one, if they survive, it's cheating because they're not supposed to be in there, and two, we don't want you falling anyway, because most likely we'll die, and we want it to be hidden. We don't want it to be on view. We don't want to see something like this on view. It looks better when it's dark and gloomy, because it kind of gives you that kind of like whole Left 4 Dead thing going on, where you're stuck and there's just like everything's just going completely wrong with all these monsters, and you're like, oh god, how am I going to do this? So yeah, no, we've come up with some brilliant ideas for this. You know, I think we're going to have like the blockader shops on the kind of like outside, and I'm looking forward to actually doing these little kind of like alleyways and these like secret ways up. So it's kind of you know, this little part of the game is going to be kind of like a major survival sort of quest orientated game, and it's going to be really hard to complete once this is all done. And you know, it's going to have like this really, really dark kind of like aura about it, and the storyline's coming along great for this. We've come up with quite a lot of ideas, and we're putting it all down on paper now. And as you can see, I'm just blowing something up now. Oh no, wait, have I run out of dynamite? No, I'll be alright, I think. Oh, wait a minute. There's this. Yeah. As you can see, I've got an infinity block here. There is no way we'll be able to make this amount of dynamite and get away with it. This is taking a big job. We've had to duplicate so many TNT blocks. It's unbelievable, just so we can actually do some of this. I don't actually blow it up like this. Usually I would pummel it down, but because I'm not up top, I'm going to have to just climb up using a TNT block, and it doesn't hurt blowing up on the way, does it? No, this is how we roll. We like blowing shit up, trying to get up and blowing down. But anyway, let's just try and let's blow this sucker up, because I know how. Oh, missed it. Right, there we go. Oh, run! Get away! Oh, look at that going down there. You can just see it tearing apart the place. Oh, the lag. Oh no, the lag. Oh, that's what I hate about it. That's the only problem with the Xbox version, is that when you actually use a hell of a lot of dynamite on this, it kind of like lags it out, and so when you're actually doing this, you kind of like get this freeze frame effect. And if you're playing multiplayer and all your players are doing the same as you, they'll kind of like see it completely different to you. You kind of like turn into Superman to them, because you'll freeze for a minute and then suddenly the whole game will like catch up with them, and you, instead of you just kind of like moving as you usually would do, you kind of like speed up, so they'll see you dig a hole like 60 foot under the ground extremely quickly. And Elite kind of like found that out the hard way. But anyway, I hope you like this update, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye!